Alright, you're recording.
Cool.
You got a good grip?
Yeah, I like this. What's up? What's up? Manny Carrera, your real estate resource. This is really cool. I like it.
Keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m.
Anything you guys want in the store is free, so grab whatever you guys want.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan. God's plan.
Wanna come?
So we're doing some work right now.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen my social media.
Yeah.
We're doing, so these are my social media guys, team, the Sosas.
I was like, babe.
Introduce yourself to the world.
Matthew Regaro, 17, just interested in real estate. DM Manny.
Nice.
So I DM Manny.
Slid.
How did you start following his page?
It started with Chris. I got in contact with Chris.
Chris Gill?
Gail, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Christopher. And then it branched out to a bunch of other accounts, and I found yours, and yours is like, is the most attractive, like the stuff that you post.
I'm dope,
Yeah.
bro. Cool. Glad you liked it. How did it go with Chris? What did it?
Good. I
Yeah?
mean, yeah, we've been in touch and stuff, but he's always like really busy. so
Yeah,
it's hard to
yeah.
get in
We
touch.
all are. We all are. I mean, to give him that. But that's cool, bro. So, what has you interested in real estate?
Just opportunity. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially here.
How do you? How'd you get? I mean, what sparked your interest? Because you're 17.
Ryan Serhan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I
Yeah.
met him.
Yeah, I saw that
In
you went to
February. Yeah. I met him. Agent
Yeah.
2021. That event was a shit.
Yeah.
Did you go to? Do you know who Gary is?
Gary, yeah.
Gary?
I saw the whole speech, like the whole
Yeah?
5 minutes, yeah.
It was badass, dude.
Seriously.
It was so cool too, because we were when we got there, we were actually there was only like 250 people, and it was super like intimate. Like we were so
So
he, like
yeah.
Gary the whole time was where that lamp is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how far away I was sitting. So I was just like, I thought I was gonna be so far away. I thought I got like it was pretty cool, but What's up, y'all? Just got to my listing appointment. We're gonna talk to my new client, a referral that I got, and we're gonna see if we can sell her house and kind of go over her options and talk a little bit about her situation. So let's go. Make sure that hair's good. Hi, Miss Sosa. How are you?
Hi.
Manny, nice to meet
Manny.
you. Yes.
Oh, come on in.
Thank you. I like your dogs.
Yeah.
It's good, actually. We just finished the listing appointment. So the way these work is we sit down. Do I always get the listing? No, because it really kind of depends on the client situation. There's been times where I've turned down listings, and there's been times where I've also, given the right information and the honest information and given all the options to the client that they've made the decision not to sell because it wasn't in their best interest. So today, this listing appointment went good. We kind of talked about my client's options as far as selling. And, one obstacle that we are going to face is that she's selling a house that's in a area that they're still building in. So because of that, we're going to have a lot of competition, selling a used house in an area where down the street they're building new. So nothing that we can't overcome. All it just comes down to is strategic pricing and strategic marketing. So those are the kind of the options that we went over, and she was pretty excited about the options. Given the situation that we have, she's ready to take that next step, and get the house on the market. So I'm ready to help her. But this is one of those situations where you guys always want to make sure you have a good agent. It's going to show you all your options, not just try and get the listing and lie to you or tell you that he's going to sell it at X price, knowing, if he did his homework, knowing he can't get that price in that area. So it's always best to set the right expectation from the beginning. Pricing and marketing is everything. So I let her know, what to expect, the kind of mentality we have to have going into this, if she does want to get it sold. And, everything went good. So hopefully, get a call from her in the next week or two, when her tenant has moved out of the house. That way we could do a walkthrough of the property. And what we're going to do is during that walkthrough, I'm going to give her some recommendations on what to do so that we can prep the house and get it ready for my photographer to go in and take some pictures and put it up on the market. So keep you guys posted on how that goes, and we'll see you guys soon.
That's cool. So, do you have any family or anything, or anybody that you know does real estate?
My mom's a sales representative for D.R. Horton.
Oh yeah.
So she sits
Cool.
cool. Yeah.
How long has she been doing that?
For a couple of years, I'd say 5.
Yeah. She
But
likes it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because I never took interest into her work. Like I just knew she sent my mom home. And,
Oh, okay.
But then I realized like there's like more to it, like
Yeah.
all the realtors and all that.
Yeah. So where do you kind of see yourself going with real estate?
The realtor probably just, how did you call yourself, a buying
Recent-
agent or a selling agent?
Buyer's agent.
Buyer's
yeah. There's.
agent, yeah.
You want to be a buyer's agent?
Mhm.
Okay. So you want to work with buyers, people that
Yeah.
want to buy the house,
Yeah.
not so much people that want to sell their house.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Yeah.
But I'm more
Okay.
interested in finding people that home for them, you know,
Yeah.
instead of trying to get to know
Cool.
them.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, that's cool, bro. Well, I kind of just invited you to kind of see, because I knew they were gonna be here,
Uh-huh.
so I kind of wanted you to just get a kind of sneak peek behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're seeing the stuff, the actual projects that we have going on, aside from just the postings.
Mm.
But we just started a podcast. I just started
Oh,
my
you just
podcast
doing
last
it?
week. Last week, right? Was our first episode. We started it last week, and it's pretty cool. We're gonna be interviewing a bunch of people, business owners, influencers, and then we have a vlog, a day in the life vlog. So that comes out every week also. So we have 2 big projects that we're doing that they're helping me with. So it's interesting. But today's episode, this is gonna be part of episode number 4, day in the life number 4, and what we're gonna do is kind of just walk through a morning routine, kind of how I set up my day, what I do. So it'll be good for you to kind of see too if you're trying to get in this field. Cool.
Awesome.
One of the biggest things that I'll tell you, I guess that would stick with you if you want to do real estate, is if you want to be a real estate agent, focus now with everything and how it's going, focus on being a media company. So that's good that you're trying to do film, because that way you can have that focus already. You know? That's what we're doing right now. We're a media company. And I get all my tabs ready to go. Got my email. Have my MLS. Now I can start searching for houses. So I basically get all my tabs ready. That way I don't waste any time fiddling with passwords or things like that. Password. So pretty much every morning starts the same for me. I either head to the model house, my model house here on the far east side, or I head over here to. We get a lot of those. We get a lot of those types of, you know, people coming in with agents. So real estate's all about networking, and it really comes down to building your network from the ground up. So not only having buyers and sellers in your network, a network of people wanting to buy a house, but also having people in your network that are other real estate agents, because when you do have a house for sale, it's easy for you to just call these agents or for them to be all on your social media and you just pump it out. He follows me on social media. That's why he's like, he saw what we're doing already. He saw the cameras. He's like, you getting your social media videos or what?
Yeah.
You know, because agents, I want them in my network. And it's good because me as a listing agent, since I have all the inventory to sell, I have houses that are for sale. It's good for me to build relationships with him and agents all around the city because they have buyers. So it makes my job easier. Instead of me having to find buyers for all my houses, we advertise to them and they bring their buyers to us, you know? So it's all about having that network, but it's good. So we get a lot of, you know, situations like that. The cool thing is that sitting here at the model is more of a way to get new clients, new leads, you know? You're sitting here, there's Wi-Fi, you get to, you know, do your work. There's Netflix even if you want to waste time. Waste time. But there's, you know, this is a way to get new clients, and there's people that do come in without agents, and that's free game for us. You know, we get to help them, and we also get to be their realtor, so in turn make you a lot more money, you know. So my daily routine, and just kind of show you a little bit of how I kind of start my day. So every day is pretty much systematic. I sometimes don't even know what day it is. I just wake up and I already know what I need to do. Like, I start every single day at my model house or at my home office, at my my work office. So pretty much every day starts the same. I pour my coffee, you know, get my juices flowing. You're probably too young to start drinking coffee. Don't drink coffee yet, bro. But I get my morning coffee in, get my juices pumping, you know, and then I get to it. So one lesson that I learned a couple years ago, not even, you know, when I was 17. I wish I learned this when I was 17. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned was time management. Okay, and that term gets tossed around a lot, like very easily. I'm pretty sure the job that you got, you were sitting at the interview and you're like, "Ooh, what's one thing that's good about you?" Oh, time management. What does that mean? That you just show up on time? No, you know, there's a lot of things that go into it. So one thing I learned a couple years ago was time management, and a little bit about that is you can't manage time. It's impossible. Like, time goes on no matter what, you know. We're all gonna die and time's gonna just continue to go. But one thing that time management or this training taught me was how to manage your time, not let time manage you. Open up all my tabs and I get my my email up. I get my MLS so I can start searching for houses if I need to send some people houses. So I'll get my MLS up, email's working, my calendar's up, and my and we won't show too much of this on the video, but this is my bread and butter. These are my clients. So I categorize my clients on this spreadsheet. Okay, on this spreadsheet, this is how I plan my day. Any and every single person that wanting my service, that is wanting my business, that asked me a question about real estate, that said that they're interested in buying a house in 2 years, anybody and everybody that's mentioned anything to me about real estate goes on this spreadsheet. Okay, it's crazy. They all go on the spreadsheet and have a bunch of people on the spreadsheet, and they're all categorized in hot, cold, and warm leads, you know? So I do this because when you start getting busy, especially in real estate, once you do get your license and you really get your feet wet, you're gonna see that there's a lot of people that are serious and need a house right now, and there's a lot of people that aren't in a rush, and you know, they don't mind buying a house in 6 months, but they want to start looking now. So as an agent, I have to categorize, where do I put the best use of my time? Who do I invest it in, you know? So based on everybody's situation, on their time frame, you know, how fast do you want to get into a house, they are then broken down into hot, cold, or warm. Okay? So hot leads I follow up with pretty much on a day-to-day basis or an everyday basis. Warm leads I follow up with weekly or bi-weekly, and cold leads more of a once a month to once a quarter type thing. Somebody's working on their credit for, you know, they need a year's worth of work, or they just got their job and they need 2 years of income, then those people I'll follow up with every quarter. Hey, how's it going? How's your job? You know, how's everything? How's life? You know, just following up and keeping that present, keeping that relationship. So every day I look at this list, and this is where everything that all my business is right now. So I look at this list and I go down my hot list. So these people I'm talking to on a daily. Okay, these people are all daily to every other day. So I know that these are my priority right now. This is top of my list. So I go client by client. I go to the first client, Yolanda. Yolanda, I had a listing appointment with her the other day. She's gonna be hopefully getting the house ready in the next month for prep. So I'm gonna follow up with her, just see how everything's going on that. So I'm gonna put her on my to-do list. Every single day I make my to-do list on top of what I already have scheduled, my appointments and things, just so that I don't lose focus and don't lose track of all the people that I'm working with. So I'll do follow up with Yolanda. So then I'll go to the next person, the Escarcica family. I'm listing their house. Right now we're working with the handyman. I need to follow up with the handyman, and I need to make sure that they are on the same page as us as far as when the house is gonna get clean and when I could send the photographer to list it. On Saturday at 2 o'clock, and now it's my job to follow up with them and say, hey, is the house clean? Cool, because I'm sending the photographer on Monday at 2 o'clock, you know? There's so much things that could happen with that one client. So for her, it's follow up with handyman, follow up with cleaner. So it could get very meticulous, but this is what I have to do. Me personally, there's some people that can run a business off of memory, but me, for me to have the success that I've been having, and for me to be able to work with 10, 12 people at a time, there's no way I could do that. I wasn't that good in school, you know. I wasn't an A or B or even C student, bro. I was a D student. I was barely passing everything. And it was because I hated school, one. But two was just because I had no interest in it. And this, obviously, I mean, this is my livelihood. This is my bread and butter. So I have all the interest in it. This is my passion, you know. So it's that much easier for me to want more clients and want to take on more clients, but also create systems in my business that would work better and more smoothly so that I could continue to accept more clients. There's a lot of agents that start off and 2 clients is too much for them. 3 clients is too much for them because they don't know how to manage their time. And this is where I'm getting back to. Managing your time is the most important thing, especially just day to day. I do this every fucking day, every day. And I actually tear them off, but this to-do list starts from here and it goes down to here. And my day doesn't finish after all my appointments, everything that I have to do. My day doesn't finish until everything is scratched off. It's crazy. And I will say this, I don't know any other agent that's doing this. Yeah. You know? But I will say, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean it works for everybody. And everybody may have their own different systems and things that work. Of the day that I got my license, I went to Starbucks. I got a double espresso. I got a Perrier water. Sat my ass down for 9 hours and messaged 800 people individually with their name in every single message. Something personal like, hey, good seeing you that last time, or haven't seen you in a long time. How's the kids? Just FYI, I'm now licensed in Texas because I just moved back. I was in Miami. I just moved back. Good news. I'm now licensed. If you know anybody that needs a house, let me know. Keep me in mind. That's it. Sent that to 800 people. I did that for 8 hours that one day. And I had to leave Starbucks, dude. Like, I was like done. Like, I had just finished responding to all 800 and I didn't stop until I finished just sending it. Everybody in the meantime was I had like 800, no, not 800. I had like 60, 70 messages back. And I was like, holy shit, these people are actually writing back, you know? So working all those people that one day got me my first 3 deals. That one day made me $15,000. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of work that is required. 800 people to find 3 leads that took me 3 months to get that, you know? Yeah. It took me 3 months to get the close. It didn't just, I got them on Facebook and I got $15,000. Took 3 months, that whole process of finding the house, like putting an offer in and all that, you know? So it's a process, but once you get that momentum, you know, it gets easy and easier. But a lot of agents do fail their first year. And you know this. Yes. You know statistics, you know. Statistically speaking, 8 out of the 10 agents that get their license will fail. They're not going to make it. And it's because they don't have the right expectation and they don't have the right systems in place. They're literally they get their license and they continue everything that they're doing. They're still watching all the YouTube channels and Netflix and all that, you know, wasting time. And they're posting once a week a house and expecting or waiting for people to contact them instead of doing the legwork, you know. So that's one thing that I would say, like, a lot of agents do fail, and it's because of that, you know. I don't like to handle or overwhelm myself with too much work, so I always work with what I can handle, and doing something like this definitely helps me handle my business. But that time will come once you get your license, so
Chill out, young grasshopper.
So hi, babe.
Hey.
I'm trying to hide from the camera.
Look at you. Mike, wait, this is testimony.
Not even, bro.
How many clients you working with last month?
Last month, 4.
And the month before that?
2. And then
And right now?
got about 8, 9. Pipeline's growing.
Pipeline's growing?
Yes, sir.
Good shit, bro. You think got
It's hot in here. Yeah, look. I want to be like Manny, man.
I think it's
Be
this.
like him.
I think it's this,
I
bro.
think it is too.
Well, that's good. Good shit. Be back.
Yeah.
We're gonna go do some.
I knew it was just the one. I was like, it looks similar, but.
No, it is. It's the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the same, man. That's it. So what else do we need to do?